I'm live. Yes, I am. Live on Tuesday night. Hey! Hey there. You want to come up here with me? Come on. I got you. Okay, we're live. Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and it is Tanisha Ronay here on YouTube at Blessed and Moving Forward. And I'm also broadcasting from I'm on I'm on Facebook tonight. I shouldn't be, but I'm on Facebook tonight. I'm gonna make this short and sweet. Hey Gwen, how are you? Good to see you, honey. Thanks for joining. I'm so grateful to be here tonight. This is actually um, this is a good time for me, and I don't want to be before you long. I always try not to, but sometimes I get a little talky, chatty, chatty, talky, chatty, talky. So, but it's Tanisha Ronay. I'm glad to be here tonight. I'm grateful for another opportunity to come and talk to you. I am, uh, I am the owner, CEO, founder of the Special Occasion by way of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I am here to let you know that you are a special occasion. I am here to let you know that I am grateful. I am grateful, grateful, grateful to be here to talk to you about the special occasion and everything that it entails. As you know, the special occasion basically it is a mindset, it's a movement, it's an attitude, it's a lifestyle. It is knowing that you are a special occasion and nothing less. It is giving yourself the best even when you don't feel your best. It is knowing what it is that God said about you. It is loving yourself through his heart. It is seeing yourself through his eyes. And it is being basically exactly what it is that he said you are. Yes, Renee. Renee says she is a special. Yes, Renee, you are a special occasion, and I celebrate you. So the special occasion is about celebrating yourself. You should always celebrate yourself because number one, no one's going to do it for you, and number two, no one can do it better than you. Hello. You are a special occasion. So tonight, before we go any further, I want to say thank you to all of my new followers. I want to say thank you to all of you who have recently joined our special occasion tribe. We are growing. We're small, but we're mighty, which I'm grateful for. And it's so good to just see you all. It's so good to connect with you. I know we've had some changes be made recently, moving from Facebook Live to YouTube, but it was better for us. It was what we needed to do. So periodically we go live on Facebook, but that's not going to be the norm. We're going to always be on YouTube. Always be on YouTube. Always be on YouTube. We're going to always be on YouTube. So so tonight, really quickly, I just want to talk about the subject "Do It," right? Do it. And honestly, I have to say that this is a lesson that I would not necessarily say is a new lesson, but it's become more real to me. It's become a lot more effective in my life just recently, even because if there's anything that I've learned is basically, and it's on the same premise of a special occasion. I always say, don't wait for a special occasion to wear that dress. Don't wait for a special occasion to wear that suit. Don't wait for a special occasion to wear that nice hairstyle, to wear that perfume, to drink out of that beautiful glass like I always do. I don't have my glass with me tonight. Don't wait for a special day or a special time to do anything for yourself. You are a special occasion and you're worthy to be celebrated any and every time you choose to do so. It doesn't mean that you're better than someone else. It doesn't mean that you're conceited. It doesn't mean that you're arrogant. It means that you chose you. It means that you chose to love you. It means that you chose to love who you are, whether, even if you don't like everything about yourself, right? You still love you, and that is fine. That is totally fine. It's okay to love you, even if you're not perfect, because no special occasion is perfect. No person is perfect. No one is perfect. So you can love yourself even in your imperfections, even in the midst of your imperfections. It's okay. You are still a special occasion. You're still worthy to be celebrated. And I celebrate you. And I am here to let you know. And I'm not here to convince you that you're a special occasion. I'm just confirming it. It's already been spoken. It's already been done. So you are a special occasion, and I do celebrate you. So in not waiting for a special occasion, what I realize is that time waits for no one. We are here on this earth. We are here every single day. We are living, moving, and having our being. And in the midst of living, moving, and having our being, I one of my biggest lessons that I've learned in the past year, 2 years, 3 years, is that I don't want to live with regret. I don't want to live with any regret. And sometimes it's a hard lesson to learn when you have to make hard decisions and when you have to do things that are out of the norm, when you have to do things or when you need to do things that are different or that are unfamiliar for you. It is not always easy. But what I realize is you have to do some things because living with regret is worse than not doing it or not taking the shot at all. I don't want to live with regret. I'm not going to cry, but I have had so many regrets in my life. And some people will say, "Oh, I have no regrets." I have no regrets. I I have so many regrets, and I don't want to pile on. I don't want to live with anymore. There are so many things that I regret not doing. There are some things that I regret doing. But one thing that I've realized is even recently, let me give you an example. A friend of mine has been dealing with an illness, and I hadn't talked to her for a little bit. It's been a while since I talked to her. And there was something, it was like I said a little prayer for her, but then I felt like it was like I needed to call her. And I said, I'll wait till later to call her. It couldn't have been more than 5 minutes after I said, I'll wait till later to call her, that she sent a text message and said that she was going to the emergency room. She wasn't feeling well. She came to me, she came in my spirit and in my heart for a reason. But I felt bad because I didn't reach out when I first thought about it, because then she would have known that she was being thought of and she would have known that she was being prayed for. And on the flip side of that, recently, there was a friend of mine who came to my heart, and I reached out to him. And strangely enough, I told him, I said, you were in my heart, you were on my mind. I just wanted to reach out and see how you were doing. I didn't wait. And then he started telling me about all of these medical issues that he had been having recently. And he was glad that I had reached out to him. So I didn't feel good when I didn't reach out. But the thing was, it wasn't that I wasn't going to reach out. It's just that I should have reached out when I thought about it. So I feel like when it comes to you, do it. If you say, I'm going to call so-and-so next week, don't call so-and-so next week. Call so-and-so now. I'm going to do so-and-so tomorrow. Don't do it tomorrow. Do it now. I'm going to wait. Like, it's just like even for my birthday, me traveling, me going out of the country, right? Me actually doing something for my birthday, me actually vacationing for my birthday. It was a big deal, right? I knew that it wasn't going to be cheap. I knew that it was going to take some planning on my part. It was going to take some sacrifices on my part. But my bottom line and my deciding factor in it all, because it went from should I go, shouldn't I go? But then I realized, Nikki, you are going to hate yourself if you don't. You are going to hate yourself. You'll still be a special occasion, but you will hate yourself if you don't do this for yourself. If you don't do this now. You've waited how many years? What more could you be waiting for? You're having second thoughts. Why? Put it on the credit card, pay for it later. Now, I'm not saying get yourself in all kinds of credit card debt. I'm not saying that. I'm okay. I'm sure you understand what I mean. Pay for it later, Nikki, but do this for yourself. And when I tell you, I am so glad I did. I am so happy that I did. When I tell you I am so happy, and I promised myself that I did not want to live with any more regrets. I've had enough. There were so many times when I wished I would have spoken up and I didn't. There were so many times when I wish I would have acted and I didn't. There were so many times when I wish I would have done it and I didn't. And those things don't leave you. They stay with you. And it's almost like a trauma. You know what I mean? It's almost like a form of trauma, because you say to yourself, you go back to those places and those spaces and you kind of beat yourself up a little bit about it. Now, I'm not saying that I'm living in that place, but I do go back to it and it still stings a little bit. I still, Hey, Malika and Renee and Gwen. Hey, good evening. Oh, I got you. Good evening. So, so the thing is, you go back to what you should have done, what you could have done, what you didn't do. And it still stings a little bit. And it's like, darn it, darn it. I remember my father talking about how he missed the March on Washington. He had an opportunity to go to the March on Washington and see Dr. Martin Luther King in person. And he missed it. And he had regrets about it. And when I tell you I had to hear that story on a regular basis, I don't want that to be my story. Special occasion, I don't want that to be your story. You shouldn't want it to be your story. Living with regret, it is one of the worst feelings in the world. To have any regrets about anything, to have any regrets, because even like it takes a level of courage. It does take courage, It does take courage to shoot your shot for whatever reason it is. But my thing is, if the worst that can happen is no, then why live with the regret of not even trying? Why live with the regret of not even doing it? Why live with that regret when you know you could have at least made an attempt? You could have at least gone out there and said, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I have, sometimes you just got to do it. You just have to do it. And don't wait to do it. Like I said, they always say things like, don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today. When I tell you wholeheartedly, that is where I am. I decided that I was going to make my rounds and see some family members. I got in my car and I did it. I almost talked myself out of it. But who wants to miss an opportunity to see their family and to see their friends? Who wants to miss that opportunity to be able to spend time with them and surprise them and show up and just be like, hey, that's what I did. Hey, what you doing? Hey, it's me. I love surprising people. My family is good for doing stuff like that. So to miss that opportunity to be able to spend time with my family, to miss the opportunity, all because I talked myself out of it, or because I didn't feel like it, or because I'm tired, or whatever. But like I said, the alternative for me is I would hate myself if I don't. I would be so mad at myself if I don't. And you never, ever know if or when you'll get another opportunity like that one. You have to seize the opportunity of a lifetime within the lifetime of the opportunity. I'm going to say it again. You have to seize the opportunity of a lifetime within the lifetime of the opportunity. That means do it while you have a chance. Do it while it's in front of you. I'm sure you can think of so many times in your past where there was something you should have done and you didn't. Where there was something you wanted to do and you didn't. Let's not do that anymore. We are special occasions. And what we're going to do is we're going to live this life. Gwen, I know you know what I'm talking about, because Gwen goes ahead and she does it, right? Renee, you went ahead and you did it. And did you graduate? Come on, honey. Did you finish? You went ahead and you did it because you don't want to live with the regret of what if. I don't want to live with the regrets and the ideas of what if I don't do it? What if I didn't do it? I should have done it. I didn't do it. We don't want to live in that place, in that space. You are given each day. And I don't want to hate myself. I don't want to be, right, Renee? I don't want to be mad at myself. I don't want to look at myself. And then the thing about it is that we think we have time. We think we have time, but we don't. We don't. The time is now. The time is always now. Now, granted, patience has its place. There are some things that we do need to wait for. There are some things that we do have to have patience for. I would say that if you are hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, you might want to wait to take a vacation. Maybe, if you can't afford it. But if you might be maybe $5,000 in debt, you might be able to afford a vacation. Maybe. Or if you want to be debt free, then work on that goal and get all the way out of debt before you go on vacation. Me, I chose to get out of debt first. I chose to be out of debt before I started doing those things because I didn't want to put myself in a deeper hole. However, I finally got there. I reached that goal. I created that goal for myself. I set that goal for myself. I hit the goal, and now I'm doing all the things that I've always wanted to do. And I'm not going to live with regret. I'm going to do it. Right, Renee? I'm going to do it. Whatever it is, I'm going to do it. You know, it was somebody I wanted to reach out to today, and I was like, and then I thought about it. Nope, no regrets. Reach out. Send a text. Call them. If they don't want to be bothered, it's fine. But at least you know I reached out. At least you know I reached out. At least you know I was thinking about you. At least you know you were on my mind. I'm not going to live with the regret. I'm going to do it. You know, I'm going to do it. And when I tell you I'm so happy that I'm in this place, in this space right now. So now, you too, Renee. See, I'm so glad that I'm in this place, in this space right now, because even if I get my feelings hurt, or even if it doesn't turn out the way that I want it to turn out, or if it doesn't work out, I still have a 50-50 chance of it actually working out. It might work out, it might not, right? But why not take the chance? You don't want to apply for that job. You don't want to apply for the job that's above your current pay grade. You don't want to, open up, you don't want to start that school because it's too much for you. It's too big for you, but any vision that you have or anything that you want to do is going to be bigger than your area code. It's going to be bigger than your zip code. And it's definitely going to be bigger than your bank account. But why don't you go ahead and do it? Because if you don't do it, you will be living with telling those stories of regret. And nobody wants to constantly hear your stories of regret. You don't want to hear your constant stories of regret. Come on now. She said it's worth the risk. It's worth the risk. People say, I don't want to be rejected. No one wants to be rejected, but you know something? What's worse? Being rejected and having a definite answer, or having regret and never knowing what could have been? Tell me what's worse. Who wants to live with that? Hey, Reese. I had to sign on Facebook so I could see the Facebook comments, because for some reason I can't see the comments on Facebook. So I need y'all to come on YouTube. Blessed and Moving Forward. I need y'all to come on YouTube, on my YouTube page, so I can see your comments. So this is the page. I need you to come on YouTube so you can see. There you go. I need you to come on YouTube so you can see the comments, because so I can see the comments, because for some reason I can't see them on Facebook, but I can see them on YouTube when you make comments on YouTube. So I just want to encourage you to just go ahead and do it. Don't wait. Don't live with regret. Nobody wants to hear your sad stories of what when you hear people say, I could have been in the NBA. Why? What happened? Well, I got scared and so on. We're not living in fear. We're not living in fear. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're not going to live in fear. We're not going to live we're just not going to do it. We just can't do it anymore. Listen, we too old for this. We ain't got time for all that foolishness. We ain't got time to be living in regret. We ain't got time to be wondering what if. We just don't have time. Do it while you have breath in your body, because then you want to wait until you're on your deathbed to say, you know what, I wish I had. No. That's what, oh my gosh, deathbed regret? Come on. No, we're not doing that. We're past that. We're past that, okay? We're past deathbed regret. Do it. Whatever you're going to do it. Be happy about it. Be happy you made the attempt. Be happy you did your best. Be happy that listen, you know what? I put myself out there. I'm doing my best to stop saying the word try. I did my best. I put myself out there. It didn't work out. All good. All good. It didn't work out. But at least I don't have regret. I'm not going to say, oh, I wish I wouldn't have done it. No, I'm glad I did it because now I know I have answers. You understand what I'm saying? Shooting your shot gives you answers. Shooting your shot gives you gives you some definition. It lets you know where you stand. Okay, it didn't work. Guess what? It worked out. I didn't think it was going to work out, but I tried. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm so glad I did because it worked out for me. It actually worked out for me. I tried. I can remember a long time ago, the first time I learned a lesson like that. There was something, what was it that I asked for? I think it was, Kiss FM. They used to, the Kiss FM, 98.7, Kiss FM used to come on the block, play music, and they would give stuff away. They would give things out, and I wanted a Kiss FM hat so bad. Oh, I wanted a hat so bad. I wanted a hat. They gave out all the hats, and I was like, dang, there's no more hats. And I was like, I should ask that man for his hat. One of the DJs. He had a hat, and I was like, I should ask him for his hat. I was like, I'm not going to ask him for his hat. And then I said, can I have your hat? I said, is there any more hats? He said, no, it's no more hats, sweetheart. I said, can I have your hat? He was like, here. He gave it to me. Now, what would have happened if I didn't ask him for the hat? What would have happened? The job I have right now. Initially, I was afraid to go for it. But you know something? I'm glad I did. It worked out. You see what I'm saying? For all of you who, there was somebody you had a crush on. You didn't think they were going to talk to you. But you shot your shot. And now y'all been married for 20 years. It worked out. Listen, you don't want to live with regret. You don't want to live with regret. You don't ever, ever, ever want to live with regret. So special occasion, celebrate yourself by doing it. Celebrate yourself by not living with regret. Celebrate yourself by putting yourself out there and letting the chips fall where they may. Like I said, at least you'll know where you stand. At least you know, okay, this didn't work. I can try something else. Because it's not the end of the world. It's never going to be the end of the world if it doesn't work out. Because it just may. And then when it does, you get to tell the story. You get to tell someone else, go ahead and do it. Because if you don't, you're going to have regrets and you're not going to be happy. You don't want the regrets. You don't want these regrets up in here. You don't want that. So that was all I wanted to say because it's a huge lesson for me. And I'm so glad that I'm living in this place and this space. Renee said, just do it. I'm so glad that I'm living in this place and this space because I believe that now I'm at a place where great things or greater things will come to me now. I am putting myself in a position for greater things to come my way. I'm setting myself up because now I'm not afraid to do it. I'm not afraid to go ahead. I'm not afraid to move forward. I'm not afraid to go with my gut. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to say, you know something, it may be bigger than me, but I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to go ahead anyway. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But you know something? At least I lived as I believed. I'm just saying. I'm just glad to live in this place and in this space. And I hope that you can too. You got some things that you want to do. You got some things that you're afraid to do. Do it afraid. Do it afraid. You got some things that you're thinking about doing. Stop thinking. Just do it. Don't think about, listen, like I said, don't think about calling that friend. Just do it. Don't think about buying yourself something nice. Just do it. Don't think about buying something nice for someone else. Just do it. Don't think twice about doing something nice for someone else. And it doesn't always have to be that you're purchasing something. It doesn't always have to cost money. But somebody needs you, right? Somebody needs that act of kindness. Somebody needs that. You don't want to regret being able to do something nice with somebody. You don't want to regret being able to make somebody's day. It's so crazy that that even in that today, I had done a presentation at work I'd done a presentation at work last week, and it actually turned out really, really well. And I did this in front, right, Renee, a kind word to someone. Someone needs a kind word. I had done this presentation last week at work, and it was basically about financial well-being. And someone who I did not know at my job had saved me as a contact. You know, it notifies you. You know, at work, nothing is a secret. It notified me that this person had saved me as a contact. It wasn't someone that I knew. It wasn't someone that I had even spoken with before. I have to tell this story. It wasn't even someone that I had spoken with before. But she had saved me as a contact. I didn't know why. So on my instant messages, you have a space where you can actually, put a message in saying, I'm out of the office, or, I'll be right back, or I'll be on PTO on these days. Well, I fought with the idea of putting "you are a special occasion" there, but I'm glad I did. I put "you are a special occasion, celebrate." This is at work, y'all, at work. So anytime you look me up, you're going to see "you are a special occasion, celebrate." Anytime you try to send me a message, an instant message, you're going to see "you are a special occasion, celebrate." In all capital letters, as you know I do, because I don't plays about those capital letters. All caps. "You are a special occasion, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, celebrate." All capital letters, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. And guess what? That young lady decided to send me a message today and said, "I happened to catch you on your presentation." And on that presentation, we had close to 1,000 people on there. She said, "I happened to catch you on your presentation, and I really, really enjoyed you." She said, "And when I looked you up, I saw your message that says you are a special occasion." And she said, "It encouraged me so much, and it really made my day." She said, "And I just want to say thank you." She said, "I have a lot going on in my life, and that really encouraged me and made my day. Thank you." So naturally, I'm like, "Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm getting all emotional because this is someone who I don't even know. I don't know you. I don't know she." But she reached out to me to tell me that. Now, what would have happened if I hadn't put that up there? What would have happened if I would have stayed in that place? Because I was I was thinking somebody might have a problem with me putting this up here. But I said, "You know something, I'm going to go ahead and do it." And I did it. And for someone to come back and say that it made their day, that it encouraged them, it's going to stay right there. It's going to stay. It's going to stay right there. No regrets. No regrets. No regrets. When you choose to go ahead and do it, you never know how far the reach of that decision can go. You never know what can be produced from that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I know, right? It was so sweet. It was so sweet. But that meant everything to me. Because in some way, shape, or form, the Lord is always proving to me that the message of the special occasion is relevant, it is powerful, it is effective, and it's transformative. It's transformational. So I'm grateful. Listen here. I'm grateful. No regrets. No regrets. No regrets. So I really do hope that this has reached you in a place that you needed it to reach. I really do hope and pray that you have heard what I've had to say, because it's not just about the big things. Sometimes it is about the small things. It's not always about the big decisions. Sometimes it's just in the smallest of things. Just in the smallest of things. Just being considerate to someone else. Just being considerate. Just thinking. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Being considerate. Small things. Those are the things that turn into big things. So I hope I put a battery in your back on tonight. That's what I hope and pray. that I put a battery in your back, and that you'll do things just a little bit different. And you'll live with a little bit more freedom. You'll live with a little less inhibition. More freedom, less inhibition. Amen. More freedom, less inhibition. Live this life and don't let this life live you. Because life is going to keep lifing. What you going to do? You got to keep youing. Hello. So I just want to say thank you for joining me tonight. It means the world to me that you join me. I don't have to know you to love you, but I do so very much. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. It means the world to me. I appreciate you. I love you. You mean the world to me. I appreciate you spending this time with me every Tuesday night. You can find me here. I'll be here every Tuesday, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. I appreciate you. You are a special occasion and nothing less, honey. You are a special occasion and nothing less. See yourself through God's eyes. Love yourself through God's heart. Be who it is that you are at all times and live with no regrets. I'll catch you next Tuesday. Mwah. Night.